Hey everyone, if you're looking for something cozy for winter, you've come to the right place. Today we'll learn how to crochet this adorable teddy scarf bonnet. It's super cute, cozy, and perfect for chilly days. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Lala. I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel and like this video so I can continue grow my channel and upload a new crochet tutorial every week. Grab your yarn and let's get started. First, we're going to start with a magic ring or any other magic ring equivalent that you like to use and works for you. Then we're going to work one single crochet into the magic ring. Into the ring, yarn over, into the ring, and when you have two loops on your hook, yarn over into both of them. Now you're going to insert your hook into that left loop here, yarn over into the first loop only, and when you have two loops on your hook, yarn over into both of them. And this counts as our first double crochet of the round. Next, we're going to work 9 more double crochets. Yarn over into the loop, yarn over into the loop, yarn over into the left two loops only, like this. And when you have two loops on your hook, yarn over into both of them. Let's do that one more time. Yarn over into the ring, yarn over into the ring, yarn over into the two left loops, and yarn over into the two remaining loops. You can start closing the ring if you want, so it will be more comfortable. Now we have 3 double crochets. We're going to continue working double crochets until we have 10. And one last double crochet, 10. Count your stitches, make sure you didn't miss any stitch. And when you have 10 double crochets, you're going to close the ring by pulling this strand here. Then we're going to insert our hook into the first double crochet we did. That stacked single crochet. It's not really a double crochet, but it counts as a double crochet. Insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, and when you have 2 loops on your hook, you're going to grab the left one into the right one to work a slip stitch. Then we're going to chain 1 to join the round. And this is what we're going to do at every round's end. We're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet of the round and then chain 1. We're going to start round 2 by working a stacked single crochet like we did before into the first double crochet of the round, the one we just slip stitched into. So insert your hook, yarn over into the loop. When you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over to work a single crochet. Then insert your hook into the left loop of the single crochet, yarn over into the left loop only. When you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over into both of them. Next, we're going to work an increase at every stitch. So work a double crochet into that same stitch you just worked the stitch into. And this was our first increase. If you're a beginner or you just don't want to miss the stitches, mark the first double crochet of the round to be sure. Next, you're going to move over to the next stitch and work 2 double crochets in the same stitch. 1 and second one into that same stitch. And this is our second increase. You're going to work an increase at each of the next stitches until we have 20 stitches in a round. Now make sure that you have 20 stitches in the round. Don't forget we're not working any stitches into that slip stitch, it's just there to join the round. And that's what we're going to do again. Take out the stitch marker if you used one. Insert your hook into the first double crochet of the round, yarn over, and slip stitch. Next you're going to chain 1 to join the round. Start round 3 by working a stacked single crochet that counts as our first double crochet into the first stitch of the round. 1, move to the next stitch and work an increase. 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. 1 and into the same stitch, 2. Move to the next stitch and work a double crochet. Move to the next stitch and work an increase. And this is the pattern that we're going to repeat until the end of the round. 1 double crochet, then an increase. Double crochet followed by an increase. At the end of this round you should have 30 stitches. And 1 last increase at the end of the round. Oh. Count your stitches and make sure you have 30 stitches around. Then take out the stitch marker and slip stitch into the first double crochet of the round. Yarn over into the loop and then pull the left loop into the right one. Then chain 1. We're going to start round 4 by working a stacked single crochet that will count as our first double crochet into the first double crochet of the round. Then we're going to move over to the next stitch and work an increase. 1 and 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Then we're going to work a double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Move to the next stitch and work an increase. 2 double crochets in the same stitch. And this is what we're going to repeat until we have 1 stitch left at the end of the round. We're going to work 2 double crochets followed by an increase, and then at the end of the round you'll have 1 stitch remaining. So let's complete our round and meet again at the last stitch. Let's work 1 last increase. And then we'll have 1 stitch left. After the last increase, we're going to work 1 double crochet into that last stitch. Then, as usual, slip stitch and chain 1 into the first stitch of the round. Start round 5 by working a stacked single crochet into the first stitch of the round, the one we just slip stitched into. Then work 2 more double crochets in the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. And then after those 3 double crochets, we're going to work an increase. 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. And this is the pattern that we're going to repeat. 3 double crochets followed by an increase. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and 3 double crochets, and an increase. Work this pattern till the end of the round, and I'll see you back again when we have 50 stitches around. Then we're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet of the round. Oop. I have to get used to this hook, and chain 1 to join the round. Make sure you have 50 stitches around, and let's continue to round 6. Start round 6 by working a stacked single crochet into the first stitch of the round, the one we just slip stitched into. Move over to the next stitch and work a double crochet. Then you're going to work an increase in the next stitch. And into the same stitch, another double crochet. Then you're going to work a double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And work an increase in the next stitch. And this is what we're going to repeat until we have 2 stitches left at the end of the round. We're going to work 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets followed by an increase. Let's do that one more time. 4 double crochets. And then an increase. Let's repeat these steps until we have 2 stitches left at the end of the round, and I'll see you back again at the end of the round. Let's work the last increase, and then we'll have 2 stitches left at the end of the round. These 2, we're going to work 1 double crochet in each of them. 1 double crochet and another one. Next, as usual, slip stitch into the first double crochet of the round and then chain 1. And now we're going to work the last complete round. So work a stacked single crochet in the first stitch into the left loop. Then we're going to work 4 double crochets in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And work a double crochet increase into the next stitch. And this is the pattern that we're going to repeat: 5 double crochets followed by a double crochet increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the 6th stitch we're going to work an increase. Repeat this pattern until the end of the round, then you'll have 70 stitches around. Let's work one last increase at the end of the round. and join the round by working one slip stitch into the first stitch of the round and chain one. Up until now we've worked the back. Now we're going to start working around the head itself. So let's start by working one stacked single crochet that will count as our first double crochet of the round, and continue working 54 double crochets. If you want to count less stitches, you can count 15 stitches from the last stitch of the round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and mark the stitch before. So let's work up our double crochets until we reach the stitch marker, or until we reach 55 stitches, and I'll see you back again at the end of this round. Make sure you have 55 stitches and you didn't miss any stitch around, and you have 15 stitches here undone. What we're going to do next is turn our work like this and start working rows of 55 double crochets. We're going to start by working a stacked single crochet that will count as our first double crochet of the row, and continue working double crochets until we reach the last stitch of the row. When we got to the end of round 9, we're going to double crochet into the last stitch. Then we're going to turn our work and simply repeat row 9 until we reach row 15. Simply work one stacked single crochet at the start of every row, then 54 more double crochets, turn your work and repeat. I'll see you back again at the end of round 15. When we've reached round 15, our bonnet looks like this. And the next step is optional, you don't have to do it, but I want to even this part up a little bit. So if you don't want to even it up and it's okay for you, you can just skip this part. We're going to continue from where we left off, but instead of starting working on this round again, we're going to chain one, and we're going to work on the sides of the double crochet. We're going to work 2 stitches, 2 double crochets on the side of each double crochet. So if this row 1, so this is one row, we're going to work 2 double crochets for this row. This is the second row, we're going to work 2 double crochets on this row, and so on and so on. So first we're going to work a stacked single crochet like we did before. So insert your hook and into the left loop, and this is 1 double crochet. You can of course mark the first stitch, and we're going to work another double crochet into the side of the same stitch. Now we have 2 double crochets, moving on to the next stitch and working 2 more double crochets on the side of the stitch. You're going to continue working 2 double crochets on the side of each stitch till you reach round 8, and then you'll have 16 double crochets on the side of the bonnet. Let's work the last 2 double crochets in the last or the first stitch of round 8. Make sure you have 16 double crochets from here to here. And now we're moving to work on this bottom of the circle that we did in the beginning. So what you're going to do is work on these stitches here and start with 1 double crochet. Move on to the next stitch and work a half double crochet, a single crochet in the next stitch, and then you're going to work 9 slip stitches. Insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, and pull the left loop into the right one. This 8 more times. Nine slip stitches, and then single crochet. Move to the next stitch and work a half double crochet, and in the last stitch 1 double crochet. This will be the back line, and right now you see it's way more straight. I like it better this way, but you don't have to do it. We're moving on to work on this side of the bonnet, and we're going to do the same. Work 2 double crochets on the side of each double crochet. Make sure that at the end of this side, I want to say, you'll have 16 stitches, just like we did in the beginning, at the other side. Let's work the last 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. And this is the final look of this part. What we're going to do next is turn our work and work on this side of the bonnet, on the bottom side. Work a stacked single crochet into the first stitch. This will count as our first double crochet of the round. And then work 9 more double crochets. We're working the part of the scarf now, so if you want your scarf to be wider, you can work more double crochets. This is our row when we've completed 10 double crochets. Now we're going to turn our work and repeat. Work 1 stacked single crochet in the first stitch of the round and double crochet all the way to the end of the row. We're going to continue repeating row 2 until we reach row 53. So I'm going to work my side of the scarf off camera, and I'll see you back again at the end of round 53. When we've reached row 53 and we have our long scarf connected to the bonnet, we can just chain 1, and cut off the yarn with our scissors. Pull up the hook and fasten off. At the end of the process, we will weave in any ends left, so don't worry about it now. Next, we're going to go work on the other side of the bonnet, the other side of the neck. Grab a new piece of yarn, make a slip knot, or use any other method you like for connecting new yarn. Insert the hook into the first stitch, yarn over into the stitch. When you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over into the both of them. Now we'll do our first stacked single crochet that will count as our first double crochet. And move to the next stitch to work 9 more double crochets. and 10. Turn your work. Work a stacked single crochet in the first stitch. And work double crochets until the end of the row. One last double crochet, and then you can just turn your work and repeat row 2 until we reach row 22. If you want a longer scarf, you can add more rows. Let's complete the other side of the scarf, and I'll see you back again at the end of row 22. So now that we've completed the other side of the scarf, you can just chain 1, take your scissors and cut off the yarn. Pull up the hook and tighten up the stitch. Now we're going to make the teddy bear ears, and we're going to start by working a magic ring. Then we're going to work a single crochet into the magic ring. And work another single crochet into that left loop to work a stacked single crochet. That will count as our first double crochet of the round. Then work 7 more double crochets into the ring. Yarn over, into the ring, yarn over into the ring, yarn over into the left 2 loops, and yarn over into the remaining 2 loops. When you have 8 double crochets inside the ring, pull the strand and close the ring, then slip stitch into the first double crochet of the round. And then chain 1 to join the round. Next we're going to work an increase in each of the 8 stitches we worked. Stacked single crochet is the first double crochet, then another double crochet into that same stitch. Move over to the next stitch and work another increase. 1 and 2. And so on until you reach the end of the round, and you'll have 16 single crochets in the round. When we're finished with the increases, slip stitch into the first stitch of the round. Next we're going to work a round of simply double crocheting around, 1 double crochet in each stitch. At the end of this round you should have 16 stitches. When you're finished and you have 16 double crochets around, slip stitch into the first double crochet of the round and chain 1. Next we're going to start by working a stacked single crochet into the first stitch of the round. and this will be our first double crochet. Next, work 2 double crochets in the next 2 stitches, so overall 3 double crochets. And in the 4th stitch we're going to work an increase. Into that same stitch. And this is the pattern that we're going to repeat until the end of the round. 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, followed by an increase. At the end of this round, you're supposed to have 20 stitches. Let's work our last increase of the round. When you're finished with round 4, make sure you have 20 stitches around. Then you're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet of the round and chain 1. What we're going to do next is press the 2 edges together when the first stitch is to your right or to your left if you're left-handed. Like this. Take out the hook, pull up a loop a little bit, and then take out the magic ring tail. It will help us later. Insert back the hook, and then we're going to slip stitch the 2 edges together. How do we do that? I'm going to insert through one side of the work, 1 stitch, and through the other stitch like this. Yarn over into both stitches, and when you have 2 loops on your hook, grab the left one into the right one to work a slip stitch. And do that 9 more times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's okay if 10 is not really into both stitches. What's most important is that it's closed. Then you're going to chain 1, grab your scissors and cut off a long tail for sewing. Pull away the hook and tighten it up. And this is your ear. We're going to press into it like this to curve it. So we'll get that teddy bear ear effect. And very important, don't forget this magic tail here in the center. Now you're going to go ahead and make another ear exactly like the one we did right now to have 2 ears. Next we're going to sew on the ears to our bonnet. So what you're going to do is fold the bonnet in half, count 9 rounds from the center. This is round 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then here on this round you're going to count 18 stitches from the bottom. Mark this stitch with your darning needle, grab your ear, and use that center magic ring tail. Insert it into the darning needle and pull inside. Now that it's centered, it will be easier for us to sew it on. Grab the tail you left for sewing, and you're going to sew it onto the 11th round. And once our ear is secure enough, we can turn the work around and pass the tail to the central tail through the stitches so it won't be seen. And then you're simply going to tie the two ends together. To sew the second ear, you're going to do the exact same thing. Go to the 9th round from the center, then count 18 stitches from the bottom, mark your stitch, and attach the ear just like we did now. And finally, we're going to take our darning needle and weave in any tails left outside. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I hope you like your new teddy scarf bonnet. Make sure to tag me on your social media if you made it, and I'll see you next video. Bye!